start kneeling today. All you need is a little strap or a towel or a belt, whatever, for the end of the class. So we're going to start with our hands under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. So open up the hands nice and wide and press the fingertips down into the floor. Round your spine, bring your chin to your chest. Then drop your tummy down, open up your chest, look up. Exhale as you arch. And inhale, drop it down. One more time, exhale, arch. Inhale, drop it down. Good, and bring your spine into a neutral position so your back is flat, your shoulder blades are drawn down, your belly button's pulled in. You're going to bring the right hip towards the right shoulder, then the left hip towards the left shoulder. So just like you're wagging your tail right here, warming up the obliques, getting the hips moving. Stay nice and tall through the shoulders. One more on each side. Then hold it in the center. Continue pulling the belly button in. Extend the right arm out with your thumb up. The left leg extends back. Flex that foot. The toes are pointing down towards the floor on this. So make sure you're not externally rotating the hip. Your hips stay parallel to the mat. Keep your neck in line with the spine. And switch. Left arm, right leg extends. Push through the heel, engage the glute. Good, and switch. Reach. Breathe. And switch. Good, switch one more time. This time keep arm and leg extended. Tap hand and foot down and lift. So when I'm lifting the leg, I can feel the glute activating. When I'm lifting the arm, I can feel the upper back and the back of the shoulders working. Keep the belly button pulled in and make sure you're breathing. One more. Good, bring the hand down, the knee down. Extend the left arm and the right leg. Tap down and lift. Keep those toes pointing down. Engage the glute on the lift. You want to put some music on in your place, you can. One more. Good, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. From here, you're going to tuck the toes under and lift the knees just barely off the floor, so you're just hovering. Hold it right here. Belly button's in, shoulders are down, neck in line with the spine, quads are activated. Those are the muscles in the front of the legs. Drop the knees down, flatten out the feet. Bring the left hip towards the left heel, then over to the right. And big circles right here. Warming up the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, the knees, the hips, and then go in the opposite direction. Creating a little heat in the body here. One more. Good, and hold it back in the center. So let's walk the knees back so you go into a modified plank and bring the elbows under the shoulders. So my elbows are down, hands are in front of me, my knees are down for modification. Draw your shoulder blades down, pull the belly button in. You're going to drop the left hip down, center, right hip down, center. Or tuck the toes under and do it in a full plank. Just tap and lift. Breathe. Anytime you feel this in the lower back, you drop those knees down and do the modified version. One more on each side. Good, drop the knees down. Bring the hands back under the shoulders. So you're back in that modified plank with the knees down, draw the shoulder blades down. Turn the inside of the elbows forward. You're going to drop yourself halfway down so the elbows are next to the rib cage and then push back up. Good, let's do that again. Halfway down, push back up. Halfway down, push back up. You have two more. Halfway down, push back up. Last one, halfway down, push back up, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up towards the sky. Your heels are pressing down towards the floor. Your fingertips are pressing into the mat. You're almost pulling the mat apart. Lift the hip a little higher up towards the ceiling. You can keep the knees soft. Relax your head and breathe. From here, bending one knee, pushing the opposite heel down and switch. Walking the dog right here. Tap, bend. Keep the hip lifted, the chest pressed towards the thighs. Let's do one more on each side. Then push both heels down towards the floor. Press the chest through a little bit more. Then lift both heels up. You come in on your tippy toes and press them down towards the floor. Lift them up, press them down. Lift them up, press them down. One more time. Lift them up, press them down. Come forward into high plank. Drop your knees down, flatten out your feet. Turn the inside of the elbows forward. Come all the way down onto the floor. Bring your heels together, toes apart here. So squeeze those inner thighs towards each other. Reach the arms behind you with the palms facing up. Roll your shoulders back and the hands are reaching towards the heels. The feet are lifting off the floor. You're squeezing the heels together. You're squeezing the upper back, the shoulder blades towards each other, and you're breathing. And then relax it down. Lower back strengthening exercise. So lift the chest, lift the legs, reach the hands back towards the heels. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. Breathe. Make sure you're not looking up, but look down at the floor and relax. Now, all we're going to change is we're going to bring the feet mat width apart and turn the toes out. Lift up the chest, lift up the legs, and reach the hands back again. You're just working a different angle on the glute here. And relax it down. And again, lift and reach. And relax it down. One more time, lift and reach. And relax it down. Walk the feet together. Bring the hands under the shoulders and push your chest off the floor into up dog. Good. My hands are right under my shoulders. Your shoulder blades are down. I'm stretching the front of the body so my abdominal muscles, my quads, and my hip flexor are getting a stretch. I can add on to that by lifting the knees off the floor if I need a little bit more. Good. Then tuck the toes under, lift the hips back into a down dog. Heels towards the floor, chest towards the thighs. Come forward into high plank, so wrists are under the shoulders. Modify it if you need to with the knees down. Or if you want to add on, tap from side to side here. So nothing is moving except the leg coming in and out. Tap, center. Breathe. Look down at the floor. Don't look at your toes. There's a line from the head to the booty to the heel. One more on each side. Drop the knee down. Bring the left leg out to the side. The right leg extends and the right arm comes up. You have modified side plank right here. Lift the leg up and tap it down. Lift and tap. Or just hold it with that top leg on the floor. Make sure that left wrist is directly under the shoulder here. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged. Breathe. 2 more. Your shoulders are stacked. Last one, right here. Good. Bring the leg down, the hand back to the center. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So right leg bends, left leg extend, left arm comes up. Lift the leg, tap it down. Make sure the right hand is directly under the right shoulder. The neck is in line with your spine. Your shoulders are stacked. You have 2 more. Good. Bring the leg down, the hand down, and push it into child's pose. You're going to walk the hands to the right side of the mat and press the left palm down into the floor. Feel that stretch from the pinky all the way to the hip. And then walk it over to the other side. Then walk it back to the front of the mat. Bring the fingertips all the way forward, press them down into the floor. Bring the hips forward, drop them down, look up. You're back in up dog. Good. Tuck your toes under, back into down dog. The right leg comes up. Bring that leg to the front of the mat. Now if you need to walk that foot forward and then step back, you can do that. I want to make sure the ankle is directly under the knee. The back leg is either extended, pushing back through the heel, or if you need to modify, that back knee comes down. Your left hand stays right next to your right foot, and your right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Stay tall in that left shoulder. Push back to the right heel if your leg is, the left heel if the leg is extended. Then take that top arm, wrap it around the opposite hip so your palm is facing away and your shoulder is pointing up towards the ceiling. Stay strong in that left arm. Breathe. Smile. Good. Bring that arm up towards the ceiling. Bring it down towards the floor. Step the left foot forward. So you're now in forward bend. My feet are about shoulder width apart. My upper body just relaxes down. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side. You might even feel a little bit of a difference from the right leg feeling a little more stretched out than the left leg now. Hold it in the center, bend the knee, and step the right leg back, keeping the left ankle under the knee. Push the heel back or drop the knee down to modify. Right hand stays on the floor, left arm reaches up. Push back to that right heel if you have it extended, and then take the opposite arm to the opposite hip. Open up right here, that shoulder is pointing up towards the ceiling. Stay strong through the right shoulder. Good, bring that arm up and bring it back down. And step forward with the right leg so you're back in forward bend. From here, bend the knees and let the booty come slightly down towards the floor. Your chest is starting to lift up and your arms are reaching in front. So you can stay here or you can reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Good, bring the hands back down, lift the hips back up, extend the legs. Forward bend, bring the chest closer to your thighs. You're feeling a lot more warmed up now. We'll do that with chair one more time. So let the booty come down, the arms either in front or the arms overhead. And if you want to, you can come up onto the toes or stay with the heels down. Breathe. Bring the heels down, the hands down, and the hips back up. Bend the knees. You're going to step the right foot back, the left foot back. So you're back in high plank. The wrists are under the shoulders. Modify if you need to with the knees down. Alternating, lifting up one leg at a time. Again here, don't look at the toes, look straight down at the floor so your neck stays in alignment with the spine. Your shoulders are drawn down. Your core is engaged. You're using your glute to lift that leg and the rest of the body is very stable. One more on each side. Good, drop the knees back down. Bring the left leg back out to the side, the right arm comes up. Now if you want to add on, you can extend that bottom leg out or keep the knee down. From here, inhale, exhale, reach underneath. Inhale, exhale, back up. Give me that little pause back there. Reach underneath, pause, and come back up. Two more like that. Reach underneath, and back up. And last one right here. Reach underneath, and back up. Good, bring the hand back to the center. Bring the knees down, right leg out to the side, left leg extend, left arm comes up. And if you want to extend that leg out, you can. Reach underneath and back up. Reach underneath and back up. You have two more. Reach, up, last one, reach, and up. Bring it back to the center, drop the knees down, and push it into child's pose. From here, we're going to come onto our forearms. So elbows under the shoulders here. Good. Draw your shoulder blades down. Pull the belly button off the mat. Tuck the toes under if you want to, or just lift the hips up, or extend the legs. Good. If you are an extended leg, walk the toes a little closer towards your elbows. Push back through the heels. Now bring your heels together and keep your toes apart. So you're squeezing your inner thighs, your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, your calves, your chest, your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps. Work all the muscles. Breathe. Good, bring the heels apart, drop the knees down, bring the hands back under the shoulders. Keep the toes tucked under, lift the hips up into down dog. Left leg comes up, bring that leg to the front of the mat. Drop the right knee down, put your hands on your thighs. You're in a kneeling position, look down. Is your ankle directly under the knee here? Good, and you can stay on this knee or you can extend the leg out, push back through the heel for balance. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands heart center. Good. So you can always drop that back knee down if you need to. You're going to take that right elbow and rotate towards the left. My hands are heart center here. Breathe. Definitely a balance challenge here. Come back to the center, hold it. Keep the shoulders down. Breathe, bring the hands on front. Step the right foot forward next to the left foot. Relax it in forward bend. Bend the knees and step the left leg back. Remember, let's all drop the knees down. Put your hands on your thigh. Good, remember, ankle on the knee. Shoulders down. Then maybe extend that back leg. Or keep it bent. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands heart center. Left elbow rotates onto the right thigh. Good. Nice rotation. Balance challenge. Good. Rotate back to the center. Bring the hand down. Step that right leg back into high plank. Right here. Remember, drop the knees if you need to, or stay right here. Shoulders down. Bend that right leg. Push the heel up towards the ceiling. So modification looks like this. Push, push. Engage that glute. Stay tall for the chest. One more. Good. Extend the right leg. Bend that left leg. Push it up. Press. Two more. Good. Extend the leg. Lift the hips up into down dog. Heels towards the floor. Chest towards the thigh. Right leg comes up. Single leg down dog. Bend that knee and open up the hip towards the right. Look under your right armpit. Get that great stretch right here. Good. Bring it back to the center. Whew. And switch sides. Left leg comes up. Bend that knee. Open up the hip towards the left. Breathe. Bring that leg down. Walk out your dog. It's like a little break right here. My kind of break. All right, bring that right leg up. Bring it to the front of the mat. The left heel comes down onto the floor. Flatten out that foot. The hip comes back. The front toe comes up. You're not rounding forward as you're leaning forward, bending at the hip. Good. You're going to move the foot from side to side, coming from the hip. So the whole leg is rotating from side to side. That feels really good. Keep the belly button pulled in. Protect your lower back. One more on each side. Good. Flatten out that foot. Bring the hands in front of you. Step the left foot forward. The right foot back. The knee comes down. The hip comes back. The toes are up. Good. And rotate that foot from side to side. Coming from the hip. It's a nice little hip rotation right there. Loosening up. Like little windshield wipers. One more on each side. Good. Bring that foot down. Extend that back leg and bring the heel onto the side. So the right heel is on the side. Your hands are on your thighs. So you have that heel as a little bit of a kickstand. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. Good. Here, your arms are parallel to the ceiling. Bend that front leg. Open up the knee a little bit towards the left. Look over your front hand. Draw your shoulder blades down. Engage your core. Pull the mat apart with your feet. Be strong here. Turn the front palm up. Reach it up towards the ceiling, the other one down towards the mat. Good. Maybe reach that top arm a little bit further back. Get a little more of a stretch in the front here. Breathe. Keep that front leg bent, maybe come a little lower. Then straighten out those arms. Extend the front leg, reach forward, right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Your shoulders are stacked here, that's important. I don't want you down here and then the shoulder being forward. Rather have you up here and your shoulders are still stacked on top of each other. Look up at that right hand. Try to keep that front leg extended. Then take the right hand forward to the left hand. Relax forward. Bend the front leg, put the hands on the floor. Straighten out the back foot and step the right foot forward. Relax it and forward bend. And then from here, take the left leg back, turn the heel onto the side. I just switched sides so I can still see you. Put your hands on your thighs. Good, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back. Open up the knee a little bit more towards the right. Hands, arms are parallel to the ceiling here. Bend the front leg. Look over the front hand. Turn the palm up. Reach it up towards the ceiling and maybe even behind you if you can. Breathe. Bend the front leg maybe a little bit more. The whole front and side of your body is stretching. Extend those arms. Extend the front leg, reach forward and down. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Remember, shoulders stacked right here. Breathe. Take that left hand to the right hand. Relax it forward. Feel that great stretch in the back of the leg. Good, bend that knee slightly. You're going to walk forward. So now my feet are going to be parallel to each other. I just turned both of my feet forward. Yeah, nice and far apart here. Relax your upper body down. If you can bring your elbows on the floor here, that's great. If you need to just hold it right here, even on the fingertips, that's perfectly fine. Listen to your body. Again, try pulling the mat apart with your feet to get some strength and use those muscles. And then walk your hands to the left side, pressing that right palm down into the floor. Relax your head and breathe. Then walk it back to the other side. Then bring it back to the center. Walk your heels and your toes in so they come about shoulder width or mat width apart, or shoulder width apart. The toes are pointing forward and you're relaxing in a forward bend. Then you're going to bend your knees, bring the right knee down, the left knee down, and bring the legs around. And we're going on to our back. All right, right here, make sure your strap is close by. We will use it. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Your knees are pointing straight ahead. I can reach my heels here, so it's just barely reach my heels. My fingertips are reaching towards the heels. My shoulder blades are pressing into the mat. The hips come up into bridge. Breathe right here. Alternate. Lift up one heel at a time. Walking bridge. Your glutes and hamstrings are activated. Your shoulder blades are pressing into the floor. That means your triceps are activated too. One more on each side. Hold it. Keep the hips lifted. Bring the right leg up. Tap it down. Left leg up. Tap it down. Alternating, lifting and tapping. Lifting and tapping. Hips stay up though. One more on each side. Good, and then slowly press your spine down into the floor, one vertebra at a time. Make an imprint of your spine into the mat, and don't skip over the lower part of your spine. Use your abdominal muscles to press that part down. Excellent. From here, hands behind the head, head and shoulders lift, your elbows are open, you're walking. Right leg comes up, taps down, left leg. Lift, tap. Keep your core engaged. Continue this movement, or right leg out, left leg in. Either leg up towards the ceiling or leg closer to the floor if you want to add on. You can always go back to the marching. Keep the elbows open. Let that head just rest in the hand. You're not pulling on the neck. One more on each side. Hug the knees into the chest. Relax your head. Then you're going to extend the right leg out. This time you're pulling the left leg into the knees, into the chest. Pull. Pull. You can stay right here, or you can lift the head and shoulders up. Anytime you feel the lower back, please bring the legs up towards the ceiling. One more on each side. Good. Hug the knees, relax your head. I give you this little break so you can re-engage your core muscles fully. So engage your core, extend the legs. Heels are together, toes are apart. Hold on behind the left leg, the right leg comes down towards the floor. Switch. You can be right here with the knee bent. Or the legs extended, maybe even lifting head and shoulders up. Pull the leg in towards the chest, give it a nice little hug. One more on each side. Good, bring the feet on the floor, the head down, the hands down. So my feet are shoulder width apart again. Lift the hip up towards the ceiling. Bring your hands behind the back, clasp the hands together. Reach those knuckles towards the heels. Keep the hips lifted. If you want to add on, both heels lift, tap them down. Both heels lift, tap them down. The fingertips are reaching towards the heels. So you're stretching your chest and shoulders at the same time you're working glutes, hamstrings, and calves. 2 more. Good, bring the heels down, the hands on the floor. And again, slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, press that spine down. You're using a lot of core muscles by doing that nice and slow. Good, tuck the tailbone under, bring your legs in tabletop. The hands go behind the head and shoulders lift. Your right leg comes out, your left leg in, your right shoulder, left knee, and switch. Get that rotation. Your modification is right here. So you don't even have to bring the foot off the floor much. Get that nice twist. So you're reaching with the shoulder, not the elbow, the shoulder to get that full rotation. One more on each side. Good, hug the knees, relax your head. Extend those legs up. We're going to do the rotation with a straight leg. So if you want to go back to this one, you can. So straight legs, hands behind the head and shoulders lift. Right leg down, right shoulder, left knee. Breathe. One more on each side. Good, bring the feet on the floor, the head down. Arms out to the side, rock the legs from side to side. Good, bring it back to the center. Tuck your tailbone under, grab your right leg and pull it in towards the chest. Your left leg straightens out. Pull that right leg nice and tight so your elbows are wrapping around your rib cage, your shoulder blades are down, and now flex your right foot. You're pulling it as tight as you can towards your chest. Nice stretch right here. If you feel it at all in the lower back, please bend that left leg. You're going to take that right hand to the outside of that right foot or your ankle and bring that leg up, so now you're in a happy baby. So my knee is pointing down towards the floor. The top of my foot is pointing up towards the ceiling. Single leg happy baby. Open up that hip. Breathe. Your modification is right here with that left knee bend. Go ahead and everybody bend the left leg and wrap that, put that right ankle on top of that left thigh. Now you're going to put your hands behind that left leg. If you need your strap, you can do that right here and then pull the leg, that's your left leg, the left leg in. Your right elbow presses your right knee slightly away from you, opening up that hip. Give me a little rock from side to side, a little rocking, loosening up that hip. Then holding the center and straighten the left leg up, flexing and pointing that foot. At the same time, continue pulling it in, so you're still getting that stretch in the right hip, but you're working your calves and you're getting flexibility in your ankles. Circle that ankle, make little circles right here. Relax your shoulders, circle the other way. All right, you're going to bend that leg. We're staying on that same side, so bend that leg, put that foot on the floor. Bring your arms out to the side. You're going to bring the right foot to the left side of the mat. So my foot, and I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. My foot is flat on the floor, and I'm pointing the knee up towards the ceiling. Then look over your right shoulder for me. Turn your palms up and relax your shoulders. Torso twist right here. Inhale here. Exhale, rotate back to the center. Uncross the leg. Let's see if we can do that same thing back on the other side. So, Left leg pulls in towards the chest. Grab that leg. Extend the right leg if you can. Wrap your elbows around your rib cage. Pull it in super tight. And flex your left foot. Good. Give yourself a really, really big hug here. Breathe. It's so easy for those shoulder blades to want to creep up. Draw them down. Now either bend that right leg if you need to, or grab the left foot or ankle into a single leg happy baby. The bottom of the foot is parallel to the ceiling. Push that knee down towards the ground. Open up that hip. Remember to relax the shoulders. Breathe. And then everybody bend that right leg. Cross the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Either use the strap around your right leg or hold on behind the right leg. Pull it in. Left elbow presses into that left inner thigh. Open up that hip. Rock it a little bit from side to side. Remember, shoulders are down. I say that because I know my shoulders always want to come up, so I got to make sure I remind myself. Hold it in the center, straighten out that right leg. Point and flex that foot. Continue pulling back so you're still getting that stretch in that left hip. And then circle the ankle. Get movement into those ankles. Do the ankle circles even when you're sitting at your desk. Pointing and flexing your feet. Circle your ankles is really important. Circle the other way. The planes are flying. Go ahead and bend that leg. Put that foot on the floor. The arms come out to the side. The left foot comes from the right side of the mat. The knees are pointing up right here. That knee's pointing up. Look over your left shoulder. Get that nice spine twist. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale. Come back to the center. Uncross the legs. All right. Straighten yourself back out here. Tuck your tailbone under, engage your core, bring your legs in tabletop, flex your feet. You're going to put the palms on top of the knees and press them into the knees and the knees into the palms. Draw the shoulder blades down, draw the rib cage down, and breathe. All the muscles in your body should be activated here. Flex those feet. Put a smile on your face, and those facial muscles are working too. Hug the knees, take a little breather. Let's get back there again. Knees are directly over the hips. Keep the right hand pressed into the right knee. The left arm and the left leg extend. Hold. Breathe. Push. Switch. Hold. Make sure you're breathing. Push into that knee. Let's do it again. One more on each side. Switch. Focus. Switch. Almost there. Everything is shaking. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock it a little bit from side to side. All right, rotate onto your right side. Your shoulders are stacked here. Your knees are in front of you. I want to make sure your hips are stacked here. So my hand goes right on top of the other hand. It's easy for me to come up and over and see what happens right here. I want to make sure that my knees are staying touched right here. So I'm lifting that arm up and reach it over. I might not be able to come all the way over, but I want to make sure the knees are touching so the hips are stacked. So open up that shoulder. Feel that stretch. Chest and shoulders. Bring it back to the front. Let's do that again. Lift up. Squeeze the knees together. Really important since we're spending a little more time in front of the computer or iPad or phone or television and back. And let's do that one more time. Lift, maybe this time you can reach a little further back. Feel that great stretch in your pecs and your front delts. And come back to the center. Good. You're going to come with the elbow under the shoulder, straighten out the legs. We will do the stretch on the other side too, don't worry. I will not forget. If I do, you have to remind me. Bend the bottom leg, knees are stacked, hips are stacked. Elbows right under the shoulder. You created this triangle. Lift the hip up. Lift that arm up. Dip down and lift. Dip down and lift. That's it. You're using those obliques to lift up. You're looking good. One more. Good. Bring the hips down. Put your hand on the hip. Extend the legs. Bring them slightly forward. You're still nice and tall. Lift the top leg up and point the toe down. You're going to tap it to the front of the foot, to the back of the foot. Tap, tap. I still have my core engaged. I have this nice triangle right here that I created. You're going to feel this glute right here. So make sure your toe is down and you're not moving that top head back. One more each. Hold it in the center of this foot and give me little lifts. Smile. There you go. It's not just all about the leg here, right? Shoulder stability, core strength, everything is working here. 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down and come on over to the other side. All right, we're going to start with that chest stretch first, so bend the knees, lay down on your side. Remember, knees are touching the whole time here. Reach that arm up and open it up towards that back wall. Oh, much more flexible on this side. For me, bring it back to the center. And that's normal. Keep your core engaged. Come on, up and over, reach. Open up the chest and the shoulder. And back. And let's do that one more time. Lift up and reach. Good, and come back to the center. Push yourself up with the left elbow under the shoulder. Straighten out those legs. Bend the bottom leg. Knees are stacked, hips are stacked. Hip comes up, arm comes up. Dip down and lift. There you go. That's it. Use those obliques. Two more. Good. Bring the hip down. Extend both legs. Hand on the hip. Hips stay stacked. Lift the leg up, toe down to the front, to the back. Stay tall for that shoulder right here. Keep that triangle going here. Tap, tap. Your hip is down on this one. This is about the leg and they're holding it up with the obliques right here. Good. One more each. Good. Hold it in the center and lift the leg up. Feel the glute working. Come on, everybody in the household can do these exercises, right? Two more. Good. Bring the leg down. Bring the legs around, grab your strap. You're going to put the strap around the ball of the right foot. So you lay on your back. If for any reason this bothers your lower back, always bend the left leg. So I like to engage my core here, protect that lower back. Pointing the toes towards the back wall, trying to keep the leg as straight as possible. Pull the leg back. Again, relax your shoulders. Pull that leg back. Maybe pull just a little bit more on the right side of the strap so the pinky toe feels like it's coming a little closer to your shoulder. You'll feel the stretch on the outside. So just like we did in the beginning, we're going to rotate the heel in and out, but it's coming from the hip, in and out though, so the leg stays straight, rotate in and out. If you point that foot towards, the toes towards the forehead, you will find that the calves get a little bit more of a stretch. Hold it in the center right here. Grab the strap with your left hand, the right arm comes out on the floor. The leg goes across the body here. Good. My hip comes up, but my shoulders stay down. I can give the strap a little bit more slack if I need to, or I can make it tighter. Breathe. You should feel that stretch all the way from your pinky to your pinky finger to your pinky toe. Inhale here. Exhale, come back to the center. Switch hands. The right arm is on, has a strap, the left arm is on the floor. Now the leg comes over towards the right, but make sure your hips stay on the floor. So that left hip wants to come up, don't let it. And look over your left shoulder. Good, nice inner thigh stretch right here. Hip opener. Inhale here, exhale, come back to the center. Switch feet right here. So the ball of the left foot, right leg is either extended or bent, you decide. Toes are pointing towards the back wall. Pull it back. Good. Oh, feel that stretch. One side might be a little tighter. Maybe pull just a little bit more on that left side of the strap so that pinky toe comes closer to your shoulder. And then rotate, heel in and out. Coming from the hip. You'll feel the different muscles, how they get to stretch the outside of the calf. Good. Hold it right here. Grab the strap with your right hand. The left arm is on the floor and the leg goes across the body. Keep the shoulders on the mat. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale here, exhale, come back to the center. You switch hands. The right arm is down, the left leg goes to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Okay, try to keep that hip on the floor. Very good. Inhale here, exhale, come back to the center. Put the strap to the side. All right, you're going to bring your arms, keep your arms out to the side. Tuck your tailbone under and bring your legs into a tabletop. So knees are over hips. You're going to rotate the knees over to the right, but keep both shoulders on the floor. Hold it right here. Your obliques are holding you up. If you want to, extend the legs up. If you feel it in the lower back, keep the knees bent. Hold it. Isolate the muscles. Breathe. Bend the knees. Rotate back to the center. Engage that core before you go over to the left. Either stay with the knees bent or straighten the knees. Your core is holding you from tilting over. Back to the center. Let's do that one more time on each side. Rotate to the right. Straighten the legs if you can. Breathe. Bend the knees and rotate to the other side. Hold it here or extend. Good. Bend the knees. Come back to the center. Hug the knees nice and wide so they're over towards the shoulders and your booty comes off the floor so you can rock from side to side and get a little spine massage here. Good. Then bring the feet onto the floor. Rotate onto your right side and push yourself up. All right, I'm going to give you a couple of options. You can just crisscross right here, where the right leg is in the front of the left, or you're going to bring that left leg a little bit further back and cross the right leg all the way over that left thigh. All right, it's a lot more challenging, so if crisscross is all you can do, that's fine. Kind of move around a little bit. You want to make sure both sits bones are on the floor, and preferably, and I can't even get there completely, the knees are on top of each other, sitting like they're feeling a little bit like a pretzel. And this, if you have knee problems, please stay with a crisscross, all right? This might be as far as you can get. Bring the hands behind you, clasp the hands together, reach the knuckles towards the floor. You can stay right here. If you want to add on, lean forward. Boy, that's a whole different thing right there. Yeah, you feel that stretch? You can even add on by walking the hands forward and relaxing over the thigh. And I use that word relaxing very leisurely here. Great big stretch. I actually feel it on both of my hips here. Breathe. Try to relax the shoulders. And then walk the hands back. Good. Uncross yourself. Bring the legs in front of you. Shake it out. Just loosen them up because we got to do the other side. So the right leg comes behind first. The left leg goes in front of that. Find your spot. And one side might look completely different. If not, you're just crisscrossing. You're still getting a stretch. Bring the hands behind the back. Clasp the hands together. Reach them back. Open up the chest and shoulders, and then if you want to add on, lean forward. And if you want to add on some more, walk the hands forward and relax your chest on your thigh. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Good. Walk the hands back. Uncross. Extend those legs in front of you. Shake it out. So let's all you crisscross applesauce. You're going to inhale, bring the arms up, and then lean slightly back, and bring the arms back down. Then inhale, arms up, stay straight here, the right arm comes down, the left arm reaches over, your hips stay on the floor, you're stretching the whole side body here. Good, and center and switch. And center and switch one more time, reach. And switch, reach. And back to the center. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, hands heart center. Namaste.